Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for the Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. A whole weekend of wrestling, and it didn't stop with the Royal Rumble. It started, well, it just doesn't stop. Big game tonight for the Detroit Lions, man. So today was a good day. I got to see Collision. That happened on January 28th, 2024. Nigel, Kevin, Tony on commentary. We started off with the banger, folks. Jon Moxley, Claudio versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. And this match came from Shane Taylor and Lee beating down John on Rampage. And it's set for this classic bout. Hard-hitting, smash, in-your-face wrestling. And Jon Moxley and Claudio got the win over Shane and Lee. But this was a good match. This was a good way. This whole show was just like they had to prove something because they were competing with the Royal Rumble. You know, and everybody probably tuned in more to the Royal Rumble than they did Collision. But I'm glad I got to watch this show. Lexi's backstage with the Undisputed Kingdom and Commander. And Roderick Strong's like, hey, man, you know, I already got a match for that championship at Revolution. So, you know, maybe if you win, me and you can face each other and I can take that title. Huh, buddy? Or we can help you get that championship tonight. And he's like, huh? Commander? Yeah, you know, yeah. And we got our AEW International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Commander. Fun match. Of course, no, this was a good match. And the Undisputed Kingdom came out. They were watching and everything like that. And, you know, Roderick Strong really wants this championship. Orange Cassidy remains champion and everything like that. So I'm really digging this Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy build. And I can't wait to see what happens at Revolution. And it's like still like 3 months away, basically. 2 months, I think. 2.5 or something like that. Daniel Garcia was attacked. Daddy Magic found Daniel Garcia. He's busted open, bloody. This has to be the House of Black's work, you know. And is he going to be in the main event, the big main event, the Escape the Cage elimination match? We shall see, right? Tony Storm promo on Diana Perazzo. It's a good one, man. And Mariah May had a big match next up. And she asked Tony if she's going to watch. She's like, no, Dad, no. You know, she's like, what day? When? No. You know. But Mariah May went against Lady Frost. And this was a good match. Mariah May is great, but I think Lady Frost shined a bit more in this bout. Mariah May got the win, but Lady Frost got the win with the crowd. Because that crowd was like, you know, Lady Frost. So... Swerve promo, Hangman promo, you know, because they got their stipulations, their matches. Toa will be Hangman Adam Page's opponent for Wednesday's Dynamite. Hangman says, I'm going to not tell you who your opponent is going to be, Swerve. So, because they're picking stipulations for each other. Eddie Kingston versus Willie Mack. A little bot cheer by Willie by accident. But this was a good one. This was a great match, and it's funny. This is when my in-laws came up to visit us. And my mother-in-law, she's watching. She goes, how can you watch this? I was like, it's so good. Look at Eddie Kingston. He's the king of the bums. He's my king. But Willie Mack, though, Eddie Kingston got the win, but Willie Mack looked great. Besides that little hiccup and whatnot, I love me some Willie Mack, you know. And my daughter's like, she's like, I like him. She got a little hatchet man on him. I was like, yeah, that's right. But I love Bryan Danielson coming out, cutting off Eddie's exit out of the ring. Because Bryan Danielson is going to take on Yuji Nagata. And this is a big match, Blue Justice and all that good stuff going against the Dragon. But Bryan Danielson just the cold dragon shoulder to Eddie Kingston. And Eddie Kingston's like, fuck you then. I was just like, damn, Bryan. I mean, it was cold. I felt it. I got chills. My nipples started piercing through my shirt. That was a cold dragon shoulder, folks. And Bryan gave no fucks. Him and Nagata went at it. Fun match. Eddie Kingston was on commentary. And Bryan Danielson got the win, showed a little respect and everything like that, and goes and just flips off Eddie Kingston. He's just like, yeah. I'm like, damn. This rematch is gonna be a hard-hitting one between Bryan and Eddie, and I'm looking forward to that. Lexi's with FTR. You know, they're trying to check on Dan Garcia. Is he gonna be able to go for the main event. Here comes Mark Briscoe. Mark's like, hey, we bled all over this country. You know, we went from here and there. We went to war. What if I was on your side tonight to take on the House of Black? And FTR says, if Daniel Garcia can't, you most definitely you can fight with us. And he's like, yeah, boy. Renee's with Brian Cage, backstage interview. And he's like, I don't know. We lost our championships and blah, blah, blah. He's like, and then Hook. Everyone's talking about Hook. And guess who comes? Because he says that Brian Cage used to have the FTW championship. Hook walks up to him. He's like, huh? Yeah? Want to go? Yeah? Let's do it. Yeah. Brian Cage's like, oh, I guess we're fighting. Serena Deeb, the big debut back in AEW versus Robin Renegade. Really, like, Serena, I was like, okay, let's see let's see what she can do. And I can tell you, she can do some bad things in that ring to her opponent, the Professor. And she cuts a promo afterwards, a very strong one, saying, I'm going to elevate this women's division and stuff like that. I'm just like, hell yeah. Let's go, Serena. I'm in your corner. CMLL package, they got some stars coming here to AEW, I believe, and Dynamite next week. And now the main event. Escape the Cage elimination match. FTR, Daniel Garcia, scratch off. Mark Briscoe, hell yeah, no, scratch off. He gets attacked by the House of Black when the lights go out and they put him through a table. So it's FTR going at it. But no, they all start fighting outside the ring. They're going boom, 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 boom. And here comes Daniel Garcia. He's got a chair, so he's back in the match and everything. And they get in the cage, and it's just pure awesomeness, man. I really enjoyed this match. It got all the way down to Aleister Black and Daniel Garcia with his little bandage on his head and everything because he got busted open. And he has that chair. He's swinging for his life. He's fighting. They're fighting, man. Cash had a really great spot on top of the cage when it went wee, came down. But the whole point of this cage was to escape. And I really like the ending of how Aleister's trying to crawl towards the door. Daniel Garcia's crawling. And he got misted at some point in the match, so he had black paint all over his face from Julia Hart because she was trying to help. And Buddy went through a table. I think Cash went through a table, and FTR. Oh, there's this great spot. I rewinded it like 3 times, man. Brody runs and goes right through the door. He gets hit with the door, man. I'm talking about this was a war. And FTR and Daniel Garcia gets the win with Mark Briscoe on their side. House of Black is defeated. But is this the end of this feud? I think not. Let's get let's go blood and guts. Let's get crazy. Let's do an arena match or something like that. But fun collision. Every match was like another one in the chamber. It was like DJ Khaled's like, and another one. And another one. And Collision brought it. AEW's Nigel, Kevin, Tony on commentary. January 28th, 2024. It was a good rockin' good time. Good rockin' good time, man. My match of the night. I gotta say the Escape the Cage elimination match, man. I had a lot. It was a lot of fun. A lot of great. So that's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
In the face now, it's Ken Garcia. He's going to power drive him on the chair. Yes! From the door, Daniel Garcia's down.